welcome back everybody. Tonight we're going to do a little follow-up to my last video where I got some cars back from Chase Family Racing as well as some gift cars, and we did some racing. And I just got another package back in the mail. This time I got some returning warriors from Scale Racing Channel. Brandon sent those back along with a couple nice gift cars. So we're going to go ahead and race these against the case to see where they line up. I know in the last video I talked about the fastest car I had in my case. That isn't necessarily my fastest car, it's just the fastest car on the property. So we're going to see now that we have some of these returning warriors that were built after that car. That's my number one car. I'm assuming they're going to be faster. So let's find out. And also, I don't know, it must have been late the other night when I did that last video. I made a couple mistakes racing this GTO. And we're going to re-race basically the top of the case and see where that really lands. And we're going to run these two and these two. So with that, let's go over to the case, pull out that Camaro, and start racing. So here's the case. Here's the hole where this GTO was sitting after the last video. And here's the cars we're going to run. So fastest to the back of the case is slowest. So we're going to start right at the top. I think we're going to set the GTO aside for a minute. Let's grab this Ferrari, put them up against the Camaro. Now the Ferrari was not as fast as I would have liked. It's just a stock Ultra Hots, but we'll send her. In that race at Chase Family Racing, that Ferrari did not do so well. I didn't spend much time on it, and so let's just see where it's really at. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Camaro 2096 to 2104. So 2096 is the time to beat if that Ferrari wants to take that number one spot. We got the lanes swapped. Here we go. Easy win for the Camaro. 2093 to a 2117. So he's not going to be number one. We'll set him aside for now. So now I'm going to grab what I figure to be probably the next slowest. I didn't spend a lot of time on this one. It is a modified, but at the race for Brandon over at Scale Racing Channel, I put all my time into that one, and it did quite well. This one, not so much. Let's put it against the Camaro. Old school 67 Camaro versus a modern supercar. The Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo. Ready, go. Once again, Camaro shows out, this time even better, 2086 to a 2.102. The Lamborghini's going to have to find that hidden nitrous bottle if he wants a chance. 2.083 to time to beat. Camaro says, no thanks, I'm going to stay here number one. 2.086 to a 2.100. Camaro wins. So he is not going to be number one. Oh, and by the way, pardon the mess, but I've just been busy building on these Indy cars, and I just decided to take a break and make you guys a video. All right, now it's time for the money shot, because I know these two are going to do real well. So let's take the Camaro versus the Ferrari. And for the record, I am sending these for the first time since they came back, so you're seeing it the same as I am. I haven't run these yet, I just unpacked them, so. But I really have a feeling this Ferrari is going to kick this one. Ready? Go. Yep, there it is. 2.061 to 2.098. So that's a new track record as far as what I've seen on here. I know I've had a few times in the 0.5 range, but those are cars that were sent out to a race and I never wrote it down, so I can't tell you for sure. So for now, let's just call that 2.061 the new track record officially. And let's see if he can beat it now. Lanes are swapped. .065 to 2.089. Good run by the Camaro, but you are no longer number one on the property. The Camaro is now number 2. He's now number 1. Let's just put him against the number 2 Camaro, and if he beats him, then we'll put these two together. Good old front running Fairmont in the right lane versus the Camaro in the left. You never know what you're going to get with one of those Fairmonts. One run they're great, the next run they're not. So let's see which one it's going to be on this run. Oh, there's a good run. 2.066 to 2.101. Camaro just couldn't handle the airwaves from that thing. 2.066 is a great time. And Fairmont is now in the fast lane. Let's see how he can do. See if he can break that 2.061 record. Nope, 2.069 to 2.102. All right, so we know that he's faster than the Camaro. So you've now fallen to number 3. We'll grab him. And we'll run him against the old Ferrari for the number 1 spot. Who's it going to be? Could be either one because these cars seem to run different depending on who they're running against. Well, let's find out. Camaro in the left, Fairmont in the right. What a race. 2.066 to 2.063. That is the fastest race in both lanes together that I've had on this track. 2 cars in the 60s. Beautiful. Fairmont is sitting in the catbird seat after that first race. 2.063 is the time to beat for that Ferrari, and he has to win besides for that number 1 spot. Here we go. Ferrari came back, but not enough. 2.065. 2.073 for the Fairmont. Had one of his not so good runs, but it was enough for him to keep number 1 for now. So that's where we're going to do. That's where we're going to put her for the moment. Here's where we stand right now. Fairmont number 1, Ferrari number 2, Camaro number 3, because he beat both of those. So I'm going to run these two, see where they stand, and then we're going to run him right up the line until he hits a wall. Stock Ferrari with ultra hot wheels in that right lane, going up against a modified Lamborghini. Not one of my better mod jobs, but it runs okay. Once I go at it again, I should be able to make it quite a bit faster. There we go. Look at that. Stock ultra hot. 2.091 to a 2.103. Lanes are swapped. Ferrari's got to win with better than 2.091 if he wants to take that number 4 spot. Oh, close. 2.092. He needed to beat a 9.1. So we're going to put the Ferrari in 4th and the Lamborghini in 5th for now. Actually, I really need to run these two against these. See how far they fall. So let's take this one, put him up against the Cruise Bruiser. Modified Cruise Bruiser in the left lane took 3rd at the Gasser Fest up against the stock Ferrari. Easy win for the Cruise Bruiser. 2.090 to 2.101. Ferrari needs to win with a greater than 2.090. Not going to happen. 2.082. Wow, Cruise Bruiser's hauling tonight. 2.104 for the Ferrari. And before we race down any further with the Ferrari, I'm going to give him a shot at the Camaro because he's running hot tonight. '67 Camaro on the left, big bad Bruiser in the right. That's what I was thinking. But not quite. Camaro got him on the big end. 2101 to 2103. Very close race. Cruise Bruiser needs to win 2101 or better. And he does it. 2.092 to 2.104. So he takes that spot. No, I'm sorry. Wrong lanes. Camaro took that one again, so he's holding on to his spot. So now we have a battle of stock cars. We got the stock Ferrari on Ultra Hots versus a stock Sidekick with those fakey red lines. Both are really fast. Sidekick says I'm taking that one. 2.086 to 2.102. That's a good number again. And for the record, while the Ferrari has been dusted, the Sidekick has not been. There's no graphite in that car. That's all natural. Look at that. 2078. That's probably his fastest run ever. That earned him a shot to go after the Cruise Bruiser and maybe even the '67 Camaro. Wasn't expecting such a shakeup in the ranks tonight, but hey, any given day, right? Or as they would say in the UP, yeah, hey. Well, Cruise Bruiser wants to keep his spot. 2086, 2089. Great race. Man, I love it when a race is not only close, but fast besides. So 2086 and a win for that Sidekick to move on. Ooh, looks like you got him. Is it fast enough? It is. 2081 to a 2092. Sidekick takes the spot and moves up one. Your new number 4. Number 5. Number 6 or lower. So let's go ahead and race him against this stock Hot Bird with gold Hot Ones wheels. It's a little recreation of the Chase Family Racing Ultra Hot Ones. We got Ultra Hot in one wheel or one lane and gold Hot Ones in the other. Ready? Go. It's like the Ferrari took that one. 2.107, 2.107. Tied down to some unknown 10,000ths. That's such a fitting finish for such an iconic OG race. Ultra Hots and gold Hot Ones. Ooh, Hot Bird came right on back. Don't know what happened with that 2.109 to 2.094. Something wasn't right there. But we'll take it as it stands. He'll get another shot another day. Hot Bird kept his spot, so now the Ferrari's racing down against the Shadow Jet. Another stock one, undusted, but fast. Big old 5 spokes on that Shadow Jet. And he took it. 2.092 to a 2.102. Looks like the graphite is suddenly expiring on that Ferrari, falling back to his natural state. Shadow Jet again, 2.091 to a 2.100. Well, that Ferrari was fast when we first pulled it out of the box, but it is slowing down now. So what I'm going to do right now is just turn these backwards. That means they're going to be working their way down in the case next time I have some racing time. But we know that this beautiful GTO from Steve over at Chase Family should be landing right up around here somewhere. So I'm going to stop running these for now, and let's see what this GTO can do. We'll start out right here against the Cruise Bruiser. When I was watching that last video back, I noticed the Cruise Bruiser did actually beat the GTO. I think I gave the wrong ones the wrong time, so let's give it one more chance. GTO 2084 to 2090. Oh, my battery's almost dead. I may just have to stop taping for a little while and go charge up the battery and then resume this in a little while. So in the meantime, 2084 is the time to beat for Cruise Bruiser if he wants to move on or wants to hold his spot. 2089 to 2093, he did win, but he didn't win with a fast enough time, so the GTO gets past the Cruise Bruiser. Going up against the deadly Sidekick. Bet you didn't even notice. I took a little break there, recharged the batteries on the phone. We should be good to finish up this video. So let's do the race. Sidekick comes from behind, 2.085 to 2.90. GTO's got to win with a better than 2085. Looks like he won. 2082, he did it. Pulls off the win to a 2.087. So he gets past the Sidekick. So that brings him up against the infamous 67 Camaro. So this takes you back a ways, a 70 GTO Judge against a 67 Camaro. Feel like I'm in high school again with that action. Camaro gets it, 2092 to 2097. Looked like the GTO was out front, but he got drove around. And for the number 3 spot, needs to beat a 2092. Looks like the Camaro again. 2084 to 2087. He beat the time, but he didn't win the race. Camaro pulled off that 2084. So that's where the GTO stops. So there's the shakeup at the top of my ranks. A new number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're gonna call her quits right here. Maybe I'll stop back on another day, but I'll probably just run these down and show you the results later. So thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Bye.